Recorded Books presents Warmage 1, a progression fantasy epic by D.G. Stevenson, narrated by Samara Naeymi. Part 1, Shadow of the Titans. My dear Shaya, if you are reading this letter, then I am not coming home to you. I want you to know that I did what I've always considered right, and I wanted to ensure a peaceful world where you and your brother could grow up safely and know only joy. I was proud to do my part, as are all Nephilim called to serve the Empire, and I went into battle without fear of death, knowing that our cause was just. I am sorry that I will not be there for you both, that I will not be there to celebrate your every triumph, console your every loss, and pass on what little wisdom this hard-bitten veteran could possibly share with one so precocious and ambitious as you. I'm so sorry for the grief and pain my death will bring to those dear to my heart. Please remember how proud I am of your keen mind and strong determination. But you are not alone. Your mother will take good care of you and ensure you get all the training, education, and mentorship you could ever need to pursue any dream. The many friends we've made on our journeys in the Six Kingdoms will take you in as family no matter where you travel. And I hope that you will consider their children your siblings as well. May the Seven bless and keep you, my dear child. Astoria the Just stood by me in my darkest times, and I know she will be there for you if you follow in my footsteps. Be kind to little Relios. He is too young to understand death, and will no doubt frustrate you with his questions, his confusion, and his grief. I will always watch over you and those I love. Love, Phaedra Amon. Final letter sent to her daughter before the last battle of the Second Celestial War of Succession.
Agent. With Phaedra dead, we can move on her wife. Allow time for grieving and avoid making a martyr of her. Deviamen has done enough damage already. Have her taken into custody on charges of heresy. This shouldn't raise much suspicion from her circle. We can escalate to war crimes and treason later. Take the children and move them to the Imperial City's orphanage system, where we can monitor them for heretical beliefs and Devi's indoctrination. They must not be allowed out of our sight until we know they aren't tainted. The Seven protect. Lord Inquisitor Zal.
Dispatch to Field Agent. Chapter 1. Mount Arcadia rose like a titan's fist from the center of the Jade Sea, punching through the clouds to reach for the stars. The enormous mountain was composed of 7 ringed plateaus that served to stratify the Imperial city built into it. On the topmost plateau of the mountain, beyond sight of mortals, stood the fabled Celestial Palace, home of the Imperial Pantheon. The plateaus below the clouds were studded with gravity-defying spires that glowed with magic, growing more and more packed and less impressive the further down the mountain they went, until the city reached sea level. There, it continued to spread outward like tenacious mold, with densely packed buildings crawling over the water and each other, the ramshackle hive impressive in its audacity, given the basic building materials and lack of magical construction to safeguard its inhabitants. Bastards, Shaya Amon muttered as she glared at the distant heights of the Empire. The inhumanly tall, horned girl stood alongside her younger brother upon a dilapidated wooden roof in the ever-growing slum district known as the Blight. The impossible heights of Mount Arcadia were limned in faint silver as they blocked the moon, but the slums were still faintly illuminated from the magical light bleeding down from the upper districts, the territorial color codes of the nobles above turning into a bruised riot of light down below. The Blight's permanent stench of rotting fish clung to everything, like a drunken lover. Damp wood groaned as Shaya crouched, doing her best to ensure her long, lanky limbs didn't stick out over the edge of the building. A street cat hissed at her from the opposite corner, asserting dominance over the territory and the dead snake it hunched over. She shot at a glare, and it quieted. She turned away from the cat, her own golden feline eyes
Sample complete. Ready to continue?